Hey friends, it's Sarah Zubiate Bennett, and ooh, do I have something fabulous for you lined up. In this brand new segment, I'm sitting down with some incredibly talented design pros over at Texas Counterfeiters. And let me tell you, these folks are the real deal. We're talking jaw-dropping slabs, cutting-edge textures, swoon-worthy tones, and tech innovations that'll have your design brain buzzing. So grab your coffee, your cocktail, whatever suits your vibe, and let's dive in. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you never miss out on the fun. So tell me your name.
My name's Chris Blackburn.
Chris
I'm
Blackburn.
one of the owners of Texas Counterfeiters, me and my partner Andrew Gilbert.
Well, we are thrilled to be here. And I know I've told you, but I'll tell everyone watching. So I have had the longest lifetime, I feel like, of this entire home renovation for our home in Highland Park, just forever. But it's because I'm doing it all in conjunction with the expertise at Premier, Design to Completion. And so we are here today for a panel, which y'all will see, but we're gonna get a little bit of a behind the scenes tour. And
This is the best hidden gem in Dallas, I promise you.
I
You're gonna
can't
be
wait.
really impressed.
I cannot wait. And oh my gosh, I mean, so many of these already just from afar look incredible. So please,
Okay.
I will follow you.
Come on. So a lot of these pieces have really great stories behind them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna get to a couple of these that are two of my faves. So everybody has Calcutta gold. What's the anomaly about this one is that you have the pyrite, which is fool's gold,
Yep.
actually speckled through the slab.
That's
So
stunning.
it makes it really true Calcutta gold.
Do you have any Carrera here?
Yes, we do have Carrera. That's more of a commodity white marble, so we keep a lot of that at the factory in Garland.
Oh, got it.
But yes, it's a known
So
commodity.
your factory is in Garland.
We have a factory, a ginormous factory in Garland. We service most of the largest builders as far as fabrication to them, and we opened this showroom as a luxury item to sell material, because there's a big misconception, I think, in the marketplace that some distributors will label something rare, and at the end of the day, you know, a lot of the Brazilians feel it's just a rock.
Yep.
And we also have really supported the fair market value. After all, you can't Google the price of a slab.
That's right.
So it makes it very confusing to go into some place to look at material because you don't know what the price is. We'll give you the price. You know, we're going to give your fabricator a better price because he's the one who's actually physically doing all the work.
Of course.
And that's only fair. But
Yep.
anybody can come in here, get a budget, get a quote, and know that they're going in the right direction instead of just coming here and not finding anything and leaving with, is it expensive or not?
Yeah.
We don't know.
And so can just any random person off the street come in here?
Yes.
If they're
Designing,
redesigning a home?
This is a luxury retail showroom. We do have a lot of nice slabs, but we have artwork, we have stone carvings, we have garden features. Again, I think we represent over 20 artists in this place. So, and as you look around, you got to look in between the areas and see all the, I guess, tchotchke items per se.
Yes.
that you
Okay.
have.
Well, let's keep going because I'm already liking some of the art that I'm seeing.
More sculptures, mineral
Yes.
specimens. You'll keep seeing a handful of these around everywhere.
I am a geode collector, and I
Oh,
have
yeah.
been since I've been a little girl. Clearly, my
Yeah, we have some
gotten nicer.
phenomenal ones back here.
Oh wow!
There's your geodes. They're all cut and they're glued together and milled down. Now, I don't really like the process they do, but these slabs, we have a few varieties of this particular where they put the geodes together. They're phenomenal.
This is insanely beautiful. At our ranch, you know sea cheese. I'm sure sea cheese, they're Italian, but I had this entire floor created from different stones, and they shipped it from Italy, and it is meant to mirror some geodes, but in more earthy tones.
Yes, yeah.
So, my gosh, that's stunning. So where do you bring in a bunch of these particular pieces? Like, this is amazing.
So, you know, a lot of these, I shop. I go to places that don't have things that I think would look good in our showroom, and we make this a shopping experience. Yes, it's a lot of slabs, but we still have a lot of decor, and a lot of it's mineral decor, but there's some just kind of weird art items.
So someone can come buy this?
Yes, everything in the showroom is for sale.
Okay.
Everything.
This is just amazing. Yeah, I cannot believe that I have not been here before.
I mean, I still think it's one of the best kept secrets. We love curating. I mean, it's just like we love finding cool stuff that people don't have. And, you know, there are mineral hounds. They love the art of mineral collecting, but there are a lot of people that are like, hey, I just want that on a bookshelf
Exactly.
because it looks fascinating.
That's right.
You know, if in my office, you know, big mineral specimens, it helps decorate.
It really does. I have them in my office.
Yeah.
Oh.
We call this coyote howling at the moon. Is that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
And this lady would not part with it. And I said, finally, you have to give me a price that you would sell this to me for, because it's going to go perfect in my showroom.
Oh my goodness. This whole space.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Yeah, this artist is out of Alito.
Really?
And I ran into him, and I was like telling him my place, and he's like, you know, they all look at me like, oh yeah, you're in the stone business. I said, no, I am, but it's kind of different. So he makes a lot of this really cool stuff, and he hammers all this inside there. Yeah, Billy Schenck,
yes.
That's one of his pieces.
Oh,
we went to his house.
You did?
Yeah, my business partner went to his house in Santa Fe. And you know, he's a big fan of them. This is Kim Day. She's here in Dallas. She's,
wow.
I mean, she's a phenomenal artist.
This is Kim Day?
Kim Day. She's a girl here in Dallas, and her detail on horses is
her
unreal.
Her work is incredible.
But it is good Southwestern art, you know?
Oh my gosh. Well, you don't understand. I have a whole ranch that I need to also complete. And so this is wonderful. And look at this.
You can actually turn this into a waterfall. So the highest point is, I think, right here. And it will all, if you put a hole right through here, it'll all cascade down. And people think, well, how do you move this thing? And I said, well, when they made it, they cut forklift jack rails in it. So you can run a forklift right underneath it and pick it up. I can roll this thing anywhere with a little bit of ease.
Yeah, this is insane. And where do you find them?
So the Perot Museum had their exhibit that's going on right now. It's going on for a year. Is called A Spectrum in Stone, the Topaz exhibit. We got to sponsor that exhibit for a whole year. Nice. When they asked me for that partnership, I said yes.
You jumped on it.
And through that, I got to meet the top mineral collectors in the world. One of them is right here in Rockwall, and she's the coolest lady in the world. Her name's Gail Spann, Gail and Jim Spann, and their names on a lot of the minerals up at the Perot. Well, they love me. So we get to go. They invite me to private digs. They invite me to go do stuff. I'm meeting people that I've always wanted to meet and just never knew how to meet. And she's like, Chris, we hang out with all these people.
Oh my gosh.
So, she believes that this is a true connection, the minerals and the stone, because the fossils up there, they're the same age as a lot of this same stuff. And most people, they don't, when they put those two together, they're like, oh, this is not a new countertop. You know, this is old. This is as old as that fossil that's on the wall.
That's right.
So it makes you think differently about the stone, and that's what me and Andrew, we think it's an education, and it's also fun, and all this stuff comes from different places with a different story behind it.
That's right.
So we know when we started this, we said we are going to be a different stone company than what everybody knows.
My goodness.
The stone reps that travel the world that come to us, they said, Chris, top 5 in the nation. They said, not because you have such a luxury, she goes, your vibe is so cool here.
It is. It is a vibe.
So we're going to walk quickly because I still got the other building I want you to show.
Of course.
Before we run out of time here. Did you see the bathrooms?
The bathrooms? No. Oh, I love this. You're right. It is an entire experience. And are you the one who designs most of this?
Yeah. There be people. I do. I don't talk myself. I just have a dream, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. This is all semi-precious stone.
Oh my gosh.
Bismuth, tiger eye, quartz.
Oh my gosh.
Is that intense?
That is epic.
So we're going to walk across and
please, let's do it.
This is another fun building.
Oh!
Yeah. And we like to entertain. We have some phenomenal functions here. The Dwell with Dignity Art and Color Party is a big one. That Rocktoberfest. I'll show you pictures in a minute. You'll blow your mind how we do this.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I can get 3,000 people here, and this property looks empty. But you can see it's just stuff, and we try to create environments that just make it fun to hang out in and get inspired, because nobody does it, and we still have so far. I mean, you know, we've been in here 5 years in this space, and we still want to get this closed in and make it another really fun, epic space. This is a great one. Look how clear. There's parts on this you can literally see your hand on the back side of it.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Basalt columns. These are true basalt columns. They're not glued together. This is true basalt columns in the ode. And it's funny because a lot of times you see this. It's in Brazil.
Brazil.
South America. Most of it comes from Brazil. But it's funny that most of the time you see this, it's turned this way, so you see the linear. A lot of people cut it like this, and I love this cross cut.
Me too.
And yeah, it's hard as nails.
It is?
Oh yeah, basalt is hard as nails.
Do people ever use this outdoors?
It can be used outdoors.
It can be?
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for this tour. I know it goes on, and then you have...
There's so much stuff here.
Yes,
I mean,
but it's just...
I have stuff on the back row that's just as expensive as what's in here, because I can't, it's...
For sure.
Yeah, I can't merchandise it because it's too heavy.
No, I get that. I absolutely get it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Zubiate Bennett. I do not work directly in this wonderful industry, but I am co-founder of the Dallas Express and host of Let's Talk Locals. So this will actually be viewed by not just everyone in this room, but when we launch this on the show, by thousands and thousands and thousands of different people. So I'm so excited to be here. My husband has been in the hospitality industry, runs 3 publicly traded companies, all of which own hotels, hundreds of hotels, and everything within it. We have Premier Design to Completion, which is kind of part of the Ashford/Remington group of companies. And so this is very much part of my everyday life. I design a lot of my own homes and spaces, and I know a lot of the viewers and listeners of the show will gain a lot of insight as to what takes shape in this remarkable industry. It is a tough one. It is a cool one. And I feel like most people who work in this respected industry just have a lot of wisdom to share. So I'm eager to learn from each of these wonderful people here today. And I have not met any of you except for just earlier today, but I'm excited to get to know you and hear your wisdom and to share it with a lot of people. And now if we can pivot over to AI and all of these tools that are now readily available within your space, even the client space. So I'm sure that's changed a lot of conversations that you're having, but the question specifically, how are you leveraging AI or other emerging technologies in your work? And where do you see the biggest opportunities for innovation in design?
I think there's this connotation that AI is scary for a lot of people that I know. And I think that there's a fear of it taking over the design industry or other jobs. And there is in some situations. But I feel like in our field, what our clients hire us for is for the design expertise, the emotional intelligence when we're interacting with them, the reading them and figuring out what really ticks in their hearts and what really is important to them. And you can't get that from an AI bot. One example that really sticks in my mind is just using the LiDAR to just scan a room. That saves so much time. And you get it in a CAD or a DWG or whatever file you want to do, and it takes 20 minutes, you scan the room, and all of a sudden you have a 3D in the computer versus very accurate. So I think that would be, like, when I was trying to think of the most amazing AI tool, like, you hire somebody to do that and they spend like 3 hours measuring, and then you're like, did I really trust that junior to do that? Like, did they do it right? I need to go back and check. There are ways of using those tools but that's not a creativity tool. You're not picking out furniture. You're not picking out color with it. You're using the tools to save you time so that you can do the creative part that your client really hires you to do. Because your responsibility is to put the client's story in their home.
Truly, AI for us has been a game changer. I've been doing product development for the past 3 years, and to have AI as part of that influence, to have the business acumen of, just like Deborah was mentioning about, I've gotten to a point in my career I don't want to work. I want to do what I love. And so this just simply comes with age, and with the age of your business also. So that is truly where it has been a game changer for us. From helping us to design packaging, to helping us tweak and redesign furniture pieces that we're putting in the line, or whatever we might be doing, they engage AI. And it absolutely has been a game changer for us.
So much, David. I didn't hear anyone here talk about something in particular that I found to be fascinating that my architect uses, and her name is Purva Jain, and she uses some software that allows people, let's say like my husband, who cannot, for the life of him, he can't imagine what this will look like against this. Just can't do it. So she has some software, this system, that inputs the entire room into a virtual reality space using the Oculus. And so he's able to walk through and say, no, we need to, Sarah, this is not working in this space. So it takes longer, but do you all find yourselves working with more architects or places that utilize this?
My CAD guy, who I hired, he does like 3D walkthroughs.
Renderings
and
amazing.
Renderings. I think that's like the step right to the next, like
Yep.
the VR, right?
Yep.
And I think you're talking about VR.
Yes.
I think that when you have a bigger firm, then possibly you can do more technology. But I really think that probably in the next year it's going to change. I feel like the technology has grown so much. And my CAD guy has said, I can do this for you. And I'm like, okay, well, when I have the client that wants it, currently I use more the 3D or the walkthrough version in CAD.
Seamless as it is today to all of us to take CAD and put it into SketchUp and see that 3D rendering. Chic Architect will do the same thing if anybody uses that tool. How much more seamless is it going to be to us in a year or so? Because I bet you there's going to be an import from that to the Oculus, and it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Well, now they're doing the full size to scale floor plans that people can stand in the middle of the room and get a feel for it, but it's not three-dimensional.
Right.
But clients love it. They do love it.
The 3D version is called their room when it's installed.
Exactly.